Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. And let's see if we can fix this here. Today we're going to be taking a look at the energies, the encouragement, any advice or guidance coming in from Spirit during the new moon or the new year, new moon. Probably is a new moon too, but this is for the new year coming in for you. We're going to just take a look and see what's happening for you for this new year. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. It is a pleasure reading for you, Saggie. And if you wouldn't mind liking, sharing, commenting, and if you have not yet, consider subscribing. It does help to allow my channel to grow. And so I appreciate it. Thank you. So let's get started and see what's happening for you, Saggie. Sagittarius. So I'm pulling from my Numerology's Oracle deck, and also I'll be using my Wisdom of Hidden Realms deck for the Oracle, and then also the Oppositions Tarot deck here. So we have Spiritual Partnership for you, Saggie. Compassion with a master number of 99. Wow. Surrender and moderation. Moderation. And so what am I looking for? Let's see. We have a few different energies here. First of all, I feel like coming up this new year could be the opportunities to partner, to spiritually partner in your during, your time here in this life, right? Spiritual partnership is coming out. And so for some of you, this could be like forming some type of friendship, some type of bond that's actually going to have spiritual ramifications, spiritual benefits. This could also be a little bit higher than a friendship. It could be like teacher-student or master-disciple energy. Because it's giving the energy of when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And so it almost feels like some level of spiritual guiding or spiritual coaching, like something to do with you kind of being assisted or gaining some level of wisdom from having this connection. And so this could actually be you developing some type of sacred, connection or relationship or spiritualship, right? Spiritualship, that's a new word I'm creating. But this is going to actually serve a purpose. Whoever, whatever this is actually to bring you closer to your source, to the divine. And so whatever that is for you, that's coming in here as we delve into this new year. This is opening up. Also, there's the energy of needing to actually delve into the compassion. As we delve into this new year, compassion is coming out. Now that could either be you needing to be more compassionate towards others. This could absolutely be you needing to be more compassionate towards yourself as well, Saggie. This is actually being able to put yourself in other people's positions or other people's shoes to kind of see things the way that they see them. There's a need to kind of step outside of yourself to see things from someone else's point of view that you're being called to. this is actually going to serve to expand and raise your vibration, Sagittarius. You being able to do this is actually going to grow you in some type of way. So I don't know if there's something that you've been closed off to or resistant to or even judgmental about, right? You're being asked to actually have a little bit more compassion as you look outside of yourself. And it could also be, again, you looking within, being compassionate with yourself. There's also things coming in right now calling you to surrender, right? That is actually a word that's been coming out a lot in the daily encouragement that I do. I do daily encouragements. And so just to kind of tap into the energy and possibly give a push, give a word from spirit, you know, whatever might be needed during that day, wherever spirit is leading, that's what I'm led to do. Surrender is one word that came out a lot at the end of this month, at the end of December, or at the end of the year. We can look at it that way too. Being able to give over your will to a greater purpose, or being able to release control with things that you may have, you know, become very used to being able to control. And so this surrender is also being able to detach from things or even from an outcome. You know, it's being open to be in the flow of what's happening in any given moment, or the change of plans in any given moment, right? And so there's this energy of possibly dealing with having things blocked or not coming in when you want them to come in, or not having things to happen exactly the way that you want them to happen. Doesn't mean that they're not going to happen. Doesn't mean that they're not going to come in, but it's all about divine timing and divine will. And so there's some surrender here coming in at the beginning of the year that you could be very well dealing with. And then lastly, we have moderation. I think that's very self-explanatory. There could be a need to moderate and bring things into subjection, right? There could be appetites that have gotten out of control. And when I say appetite, it doesn't just mean food. It could also mean an excess of anything, right? You can take something healthy and overdo it, and it becomes toxic, right? So this is about being balanced and possibly pulling things back into balance that may have gotten out of balance, whatever that is, Saggie. It's coming out in this reading for you. Moderation. Being that this is the beginning of the year, you know, this is the time where we're setting goals, we're trying to change things. And so that may very well be something that you are doing too. You're looking to moderate or taper off, you know, some aspect of your daily life. You may be looking to change something, which would mean bringing in a little bit more moderation, right? That's what's coming out for you though here in the new year. I'm going to go ahead and grab some tarot. For Sagittarius, please and thank you. Let's see what they have for you, Saggie. For Sagittarius. Starting 2025. All right. Sagittarius. So first of all, I have the Eight of Swords coming out here with the Six of Pentacles, on the shadow side, and then the Hermit coming in on the light side. And then I have the Page of Pentacles coming out here as well. And the Lovers coming out on the shadow side. And then I have the Five of Pentacles, excuse me, and the Star, okay? And so taking a look into these energies, when we look at the Eight of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and the Hermit coming out together. Not the Eight of Pentacles, it's the Eight of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and the Hermit. I hope that's what I said. And the Six of Pentacles is the only card that came out on the shadow side for you, Saggie. And so there is a time right now as you're entering into the new year where you might be placed in situations where you'll need to actually remove yourself. If you've been in places where you already know you should not be, right? This is Spirit letting you know it is time to go ahead and almost like stop playing with fire. I feel like Spirit is saying here. And this is a time where you're not waiting for someone to come and help you or rescue you out of this. This is something where you need to take the initiative to free yourself from it. It's almost like, you know, playing, waning and playing around a cliff, knowing that there's a possibility that you could slide off. It's like playing with fire, you know. And so whatever that could represent, and of course it could be different things for all of you Sagittariuses, but whatever that thing is that you've kind of been playing Russian roulette with, it's time to actually release yourself from that. Spirit is telling you now is the time to walk away. Because in the future, you may not have the leisure to do that, right? When we say playing with fire or Russian roulette, that insinuates that a sense of luck, right? You may have gotten away with it several times, but there will come a time, one of these times where you're playing, it may not end so well. And so this could be concerning being around people that you know are detrimental to your health or to your mindset, right? This could be relationships that you're involved in where you've been being led to walk away for a long time, but you keep going back, right? Because it feels good, right? We all know what that is. This could be Spirit leading you away, asking you to put something down, you know, and you keep picking it up or just keep going back to it. Taking for granted that you've been able to walk away safely thus far, but there's nothing saying that you will be able to keep doing that, right? And then we have the energy here of the Six of Pentacles, which is usually really talking about reciprocation. But when it comes in on the shadow side, this could be around that same energy of playing with fire and miscalculating and possibly running into, for some of y'all, you may have effed around and found out, right? Now you're suffering in some kind of way. If you've already found out that playing with fire is not really worth it, right? For some of you, you're suffering some type of consequence of not walking away. The Six of Pentacles on the shadow side. This is taking what you have left and make sure that you move on before you lose everything. And then we have the Hermit, which is that energy of me needing to walk away and maybe even have some alone time. The Hermit is moving into a space where you go into solitude. You move away from everything and everyone to seek wisdom away from the world, away from everything and everyone familiar. And this is purposeful. It's to gain a level of guidance and how, kind of get a real good picture of what's happening with you. And it's also a time where you could be moving away to get rest and to recuperate. And this allows you to actually kind of regroup and come back stronger. But there is some level with the Eight of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and the Hermit, where it's really going to be necessary to move away into a place of solitude for a time. Not forever, but it's until you strengthen yourself. I feel like in this situation, you may find yourself being led by spirit into this place. Don't fight it. Just go. Just move away. Take what you have left and, just go do what you need to do. We also have the Page of Pentacles and the Lovers. The Page of Pentacles is on the shadow side, and the Lovers is as well. And so the Lovers on the shadow side, let's see. First of all, in this deck, the Lovers talks about a choice. As you can see, she's trying to give him the apple, right? We know the creation story. But on the shadow side, this is possibly accepting incoming gifts or being receptive of energies that actually could be detrimental to your health, to your well-being, to your safety even, or possibly even having someone dictate what your choices are that actually aren't good for you though. It's almost like the energy of love is blind. I feel like that's kind of the energy coming through here. And so you could have some very toxic connections, Sagittarius, right now that Spirit is wanting you to free yourself from. But you have to be the one to choose, right? It's not like Spirit is going to make you do anything. We all have free will. But Spirit is making it very plain that there's some very toxic connections that you're involved with. And if someone really says that they care for you and love you, then it wouldn't be, this is not a situation where someone is coercing things on you or forcing you to choose between, say, your family and them, right? If someone really loves you, they're not going to force you or put you in a corner like that, right? Love is patient. Love is kind, Sagittarius. Love is hopeful, right? If it doesn't feel that way, then it's not love. It's not love. Because love doesn't boast. It's not selfish, it's not jealous. Many of us had to find out the hard way. We thought love was jealousy. Oh, it's because they love me so much. That's why they act like that. That's not love. And it doesn't require, calculation. Love is very simple. It just is, and it proves itself. It's very humble too. And so this is Spirit letting you know that there is a need here to really think carefully about the connections that you are involved in right now. I feel like this goes back to this first energy that came out about moving away from things that are not working in your favor and stop repeating a cycle, right? Hoping for something different. That's we've learned that is the actual definition of insanity, doing something over and over and over. This feels like possibly just going back, trying something again and again, and you keep ending up with the same thing. Well, Spirit is saying that's because that isn't aligned, for you. Spirit may even have something much better for you, but you have to walk away. You have to make the choice here. The Page of Pentacles also came in reverse, which is really not being very grounded, and having actually to bend over backwards and slave and work harder than really you should be working. Because whatever this is that you're doing and trying to make work, it don't take all that. And it feels like it could have something to do with love. It doesn't have to. It could be other things too, right? It could be, trying to make something fit that doesn't. Maybe something you've wanted to release a long time ago, and you keep going back and it's causing you to have all these other issues and other things to arise that you're having to deal with. It's because you've long time ago needed to let it go. Long time ago. Now, the Page of Pentacles coming in on the shadow side talks about needing to learn from the lessons. It talks about growing in wisdom. And that only happens when you make mistakes, not saying that everything should be perfect and you should never make mistakes, but we make the mistakes so that we learn from them. That's where wisdom comes from. But if we continue just going in circle, making the same mistakes, then it never turns into wisdom. The choice to make a different decision is where wisdom is realized, right? Because we understand where that road leads. Well, we can't go down that road anymore because we're not going that way anymore. We want to go a different way. We want a different outcome, a different result. That's where wisdom comes from. And so this is Spirit just saying, like, you can't keep wasting energy like this. And when you continue to allow all of your energy to be consumed with nothing in return, all you get for that is gray hair. That's all you get. And so, yeah, it feels a lot like there's something that Spirit has been wanting you to release. They want you to release it, to release them, whatever this is. We have the Star and then the Five of Pentacles on the shadow side. Yeah. This may be a challenging message. And so the Star coming in on the light side, this is almost like stepping into, this is very complementary of that Hermit energy. It's being led away to a place of rest, a place where you can be replenished. It almost feels like Spirit is drawing you with a song. Spirit is drawing you away so that you can go to a place where you can actually replenish yourself and come back to yourself and bring the light back into yourself. The Spirit, the Star does talk about a wish fulfillment. I don't know if there's something that you've been asking for. This could absolutely be coming towards you right now. You may be finding like a dream coming true that you've been desiring to see happen. Because the star has flourishing energy. As you can see, she's pouring back into the spring, right? There's some replenishment that's happening here for you, Sagittarius. And this is going to bring the joy. You know, we all want to be happy. This is going to bring an opportunity for you to do that. And it almost feels like there's just a need for you to actually even look around, like what you've been working so hard for and trying to pull in for yourself. It almost feels like Spirit just wants you to actually just look around and see like the beauty and the abundance of it all around you. Things that can give you joy is right there in your vicinity. All you have to do is notice it. I don't think it's by mistake that she's out in nature and she's pouring water. This is very elemental energy. She's, very open and, without any covering. She's exposed to nature, to the energies and the elements. The sun or the moon is shining. The flowers are blooming. There's water that's flowing. Like, it's almost like everything that you need that can give you the joy that you've been trying so hard to earn is free. All you have to do is look around and receive it. So there's some taking for granted what you have right there around you that Spirit wants you to realize you have it. If you want it, you just have to realize it and take advantage of it and appreciate it. It's all around you. With the Five of Pentacles being in on the shadow side, this is feeling for some reason like you've been left out in the cold with something. Feeling like you've been left out in the cold or you've experienced some loss of some kind. This could be as a result of work. I don't know if you've lost a job. Maybe you're in between jobs and you know it's coming soon. You'll be losing a job. But there's some struggle with, where you are right now with the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, this is bringing in some encourageable condition. Now, this could be where you've been, and then now the star is kind of like an announcement of something better arriving, right? For some of you, something better is coming in. And this Five of Pentacles, I feel like for the most part, is just a reminder, right? We don't just wake up in a bad situation. Many times it's because of the decisions that we've made. This is just a reminder of that energy of needing to learn from the mistakes, learn from the path that you've traveled that led you to a place where you didn't want to be. Learn about how you got there so that you can turn those lessons into wisdom. Okay? This feels like a very negative reading for you, Saggie, but really it's not. I feel like it's Spirit really encouraging. And it may be a message that Spirit is delivering in love. But sometimes things need to be said, and when we love, we have to love through the hard things, just like we love through the really good feeling things too. And it wouldn't be love if it only fed you good things, right? You have to be able to, be able to receive hard truths as well. But it's I feel like Spirit is giving you this in a way for better hopes of what's coming or what's available to you, right? Spirit is saying it doesn't have to stay this way. Like, you are the one that has the power to decide when things get better and when things change, okay? Let's see the encouragement coming in from Spirit. For Sagittarius, I feel like 2025 is going to be a good year for you, Sagittarius. Encouragement coming in for Saggie. Yes. All right. All right, so that's it. I thought one more would come out, but it didn't. So we have the resting tree. We have Sisters of the Season. And we have the High Lady of Love and Compassion. Okay. And so the Spirit is definitely encouraging you to be still. To be still, Sagittarius, and be patient. Your time is coming. This may be a time with the Hermit that came out and the Star to rest. This is not really a time to strive or try to make anything happen, right? Especially with the energy of surrender that came out too. This is a time for you to just allow things to flow, to be still and see how things are moving around you, right? Especially with the Sister of Seasons, it's talking about cycles of growth. Remember we were talking about that? Cycles of growth, and really stopping long enough to take a look at what is not working. Are there different decisions that we should be making at this time? Should we be headed in a different direction? And cycles of growth is being able, again, to take a look at the decisions we've made that didn't lead us to a place where we want to be, and empowering ourselves to make another decision. That's wisdom, right? Now, had you not had the opportunity to land in these difficult spaces, there is no opportunity to have wisdom. This is what wisdom is made from, right? These are the cycles of growth that you are afforded, okay? And then this is also talking about natural law and divine order. Some of this is above you. It's above you, Sagittarius. Spirit may, in fact, have, created, opportunities for you to actually even have these experiences. Certain experiences are necessary for where we're going. This could sometimes have nothing to do with you. This could just be you needing to work through some karma. It could be generational karma, right? It doesn't always need to be taken personally. I think the important thing here is the energy of surrender and compassion that's coming through. Things that you can actually, be a part of. Things that you can actually control. And then the High Lady of Love and Compassion is all about reverence, showing kindness and consideration, right? It's not just all about any one person, but it's about the collective, the good of all. And so that compassion that came out with the master number 99. So when we talk about master numbers, I didn't get to talk about this. This is usually a number. So we all have a number if we actually are into numerology, right? We all have a life path number, and it tells you information about where it is that you land in the overall scheme of things. Within those life path numbers, every now and then we'll come across someone who has a master number. That's a number that's repeated, right? We have the 11, we have the 22, the 33, the 44, the 55. The higher we go up, right? It says the more unique. The more unique you are, right? Once we get up to about 44, anything above that is really like you probably will never see someone that go up that far in the master numbers. I think Michael Jackson was like a 55 or something like that. But you find the higher those double numbers go with the life path numbers, the less likely you are to see someone who actually align with that number. But the 99 came out for you, Sagittarius, for compassion. It's a master number. And the master number 99 is a neurology master number that is a reiteration of the master number 33. And it's actually focusing on promoting an ideal world. And this is a number or master number that's actually open and willing to sacrifice itself for the good of all, right? That could be good and that could be not so good, depending on how we're looking at this. But the master number 99 is a master number that brings people together and helps them work together to improve the conditions of human existence, of the world overall. And at its core, the numerology behind the number 99 is actually humanitarianism, okay? An active and real concern for the overall good or welfare of humanity. And so when we talk about the High Lady of love and compassion, we're talking about reverence. We're talking about having a reverence for creation overall, not just humankind, but all of creation, the earth herself and everything created, kindness and consideration, right? It's also a 1 on this card. And so that speaks to like spirit just letting you know your importance, Sagittarius. You have a very special place in existence where spirit has placed you. There is a divine order, I feel like, that has been ordered for you specifically. And how you exist has a very real effect on everything and everyone around you. That's why spirit is bringing this up. That's why these energies are coming out. It may feel harsh, right? What's come out here during this spread may feel harsh and hard, but in fact, it speaks about the important role that you play. And how significant you are. Otherwise, it wouldn't matter either way, right? And so take this reading with a grain of salt. Take it with compassion on yourself and on others, because this is spirit, this is them really speaking to you from a very deep place, right? Because we're talking about things that have a lot to do with you, but we're also talking about a higher order and how you fit in that picture, right? We all have a role to play. And so this is an encouragement coming out that you would find compassion and reverence, kindness and consideration for any and everything, for creation at large, okay? That's the advice coming in for spirit. And so bless you, Sagittarius. Listen, you have my sympathy, okay? But this is for you. This is the energy that came out for the new year. Thank you for stopping by, Sagittarius. Please like, share, comment, let me know your thoughts. If it resonated, it is a general reading. And so if you're looking for something more personal, Sagittarius, hit me up in my email. You could even comment and let me know. Go over to my calendar and just outright schedule as well. Okay, all of those are an option. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you, Saggie. Take care of yourself and listen, we're doing it this year. 2025 is here. New energy, new me, new you, new mindset, new choices and decisions, right? Let's do it, okay? Until next time, Saggie, take care of yourself, my darlings. Bye.